Gunpowder Studios has a title I would like to let you know about. Bag of Dungeon, a fantasy adventure game. This is for 1 to 4 players ages 8 and up, and should take about 30 to 60 minutes to play. Bag of Dungeon is a dungeon-crawling, tile-based game harking back to the good old days of exploring dungeons, slaying monsters, and stealing treasure. It's a simple-to-play tabletop game where 1 to 4 players send a party of adventurers into an ever-changing catacombs in a quest to find a ring of creation before escaping with their lives and their loot. But can you trust your fellow adventurers? To begin with, you are all loyal to the quest and each other. But once the ring is discovered, it will cast a shadow of doubt and deceit over those who seek to steal it. You may decide that being a lone wolf is a far smarter choice than loyalty, even if it means the death of your former companions. You will meet monsters, find treasure, and use items to stay alive and escape with the ring before the dungeon seals itself shut, imprisoning all for eternity. The game has a simple but clever mechanic, great for young and or new gamers to learn fast and to take part while still giving more experienced gamers a satisfying time at the table. This game should take you between 30 and 60 minutes and changes every time you play. I like that. Any game where the tiles change and everything kind of is different from game to game is obviously a plus. It's great for replayability. And this is exactly what it says it is. It is a dungeon in a bag. Talk about convenient, able to carry it around, bring it anywhere, and this under an hour gameplay time makes it perfect for not only a filler game, but something to prepare you for a longer campaign, I think. I also like the fact that besides that this is a cooperative game, it's also built as a solo game, a game made very easily for you to be able to run by yourself in less than an hour. And especially nowadays, I hate to say that, but especially nowadays, one-player games are becoming popular for a very good reason. To begin the game with, it is exactly that. It's a cooperative. It's a friendly game where you have each other's back and you protect each other. And I like the fact that after you find the ring, things change. And the game actually encourages you to be selfish and not trust anyone. Maybe even go as far as backstabbing the other players. And another good thing is this harkens back to one of the most classic fantasy stories of all time that we are all familiar with to one degree or another, and that's Tolkien's Ring trilogy and The Hobbit. But you didn't see any of that in The Hobbit. It was in the Lord of the Rings series that we got to see how the ring was affecting others and made them dark. It brought them down a darker path. And having that aspect in the game is a very nice homage to what's considered one of the earliest and still best fantasy tropes ever written. From what I've read and seen so far, the game seems that it does have a nice ability to advance. You're going to have a light RPG feel from it with equipment, gear, new weapons, magic, things like that are going to advance your character, improve the characters in the party that you're playing. And that's great because it makes it feel even more like a D&D game. D&D and Lord of the Rings all combined in this tile game. Yeah, of course I'm excited for it. Besides playing fast, there's light rules to this game, and that's going to make learning the game and teaching it to others also fast. So you have an easy game to learn and teach, you have a fast game to play with a good overturn to it, and it's familiar on so many levels. And it's a dungeon in a bag! I love that concept. So yeah, this is definitely made it on to my radar, and I think for Christmas time, this is a great gift for the holidays. So if you are a fan of dungeon delving games, of Lord of the Rings, Dungeons and Dragons, or just the convenience of having a game in a bag, I think you should look into more information on Bag of Dungeon.